So hi, One Liquid Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And we're here with
Kings Elliot.
And we're going to answer some questions today about our new EP, Board of the Circus. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to it so far?
I feel really grateful and really happy about it. It's been really nice.
Hell yeah. The EP's awesome.
Oh my God, yeah. I can't praise it enough. Honestly, brilliant EP.
Thank you. And it's been nice that because it came out while I was on tour. So I was able to immediately sing the new songs to new people. And it's just been very amazing and really fun. So yeah.
And you were playing to like huge crowds too.
Yeah. Which is mind-blowing because it was my first tour ever. Like I've never been on tour. And then I go on a stadium tour and it was crazy. I mean, I really had to like pull myself together to not have a meltdown every day because it was so nerve-wracking. But to be honest, once I like got into the swing of things after like 3 weeks, I was really in it and it was fine. Like it was good and I was able to like start enjoying it.
Absolutely.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
We were going to ask about it later, but we're on the topic of it now. So like very curious as to like what that experience was like. I mean, it was your first tour and like how that opportunity kind of came about as well.
Well, I know that we have the same booking team, me and Imagine Dragons. So that we have a few like people in common that we work with. And I mean, I think it came from a few people that like suggested me for the tour. And Imagine Dragons they got the songs and they listened to them and then they said that they like what they hear and they offered me the tour. So it was, I think, a bit of a sort of luck mixed with lots of people vouching for me and then them liking it as well. And yeah, so it was a big surprise though when I got it. I did not expect it.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely well deserved.
Thank you.
And then on the topic of that tour, are there any memories that you would like to share from the road?
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, every night was unique and amazing in its own way. But one of the big nights was my birthday because it was my birthday. My dad was actually in the crowd because he flew over from Switzerland because he's from Switzerland. He flew over, he was in the crowd, and Macklemore and his whole team came on stage during my set and sang happy birthday to me together with the crowd, with the whole stadium. And it was just, I didn't know that was going to happen, so that they surprised me. And that was just like mind blowing. I was just like, it's Macklemore on stage singing happy birthday to me. Right. And Tones and I as well, who is like this amazing artist as well, because she was on tour with Macklemore, so she came as well and she was singing to me, and it was just nuts, honestly. And for me also my favorite shows were like, for example, the ones that had a roof, so it was dark when I was on, and my favorite show was the Las Vegas one. That was just so nuts. I mean, it was like, I don't know how many people fit in that stadium. I think it's not even a stadium. It's a, whatever it is. It is a stadium. Well, 60,000.
Yeah, that's a stadium.
60,000 people.
Jesus.
It's nuts, and then I got everyone to put their lights up and they do it, and you're just like, oh my God. Yeah, that was my favorite thing.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I'm so like the Imagine Dragons tour is awesome, but I'm so jealous that you toured with Macklemore. He was like one of the first artists I got super into. So I saw that tour and I'm like, God damn, you are lucky.
And Macklemore and I got on so well. He was, because we had our dressing rooms next to each other. Like the Dragons were like always like in a kind of separate place, and I'd see them like in the hallway, and you sort of see each other, but you're not right next to each other all the time. Whereas Macklemore and I were like right next to each other, so I'd always see him, and sometimes he would like watch the end of my set and just wait backstage, so I would like walk back and he's there give me a hug. It was like really nice. Yeah, it was. And he'd always give me a shout out on stage, and he showed me a lot of love, and I did not expect that at all. He's just really into the EP. I think he just really liked it, and I just didn't expect that he would like it. I don't know.
That's awesome.
So that was pretty nuts. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So as we mentioned, like you were in front of 60,000 people like every tour night. What did you do to kind of get into the headspace while walking onto the stage? Did you have any pre-show rituals to kind of prepare? What was that like?
So, well, some of the shows were like 20,000 people. I mean,
Mhm.
still a
Oh my God. I
Only
mean,
20,000.
nothing to blink at, you know?
And also when I was on, I think there was obviously a little bit less because people were still coming in. But still, I mean, it was still a lot.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I don't know how I got into the headspace because I mean, the first week I was having panic attacks before the show. So it's really hard not to because once I get into my body starts panicking, I can't stop it. So I was not able to like put myself in a good headspace. I was panicking and crying before, and then literally 10 minutes, it's kind of carnage. Like 10 minutes before, you're just like, well, I got to get on stage. So you're just like drying your face and powdering and put on your in-ears, and you just go on, and then you just do it. And it's just so strange because I think you kind of go into survival mode, even though it's something that I've always dreamed of. And it's like, I want to be able to enjoy every single second of it. I think, especially at the beginning, I had to just almost leave my body when it was time to sing because it was just too nerve-wracking to enjoy at the start. And I just kind of went into survival mode. But then because that was like a boot camp for me. So like after a couple of weeks, I really got into it and I started just really enjoying it. And I think, I just was chilling before doing my makeup. I love doing my makeup for the shows. It really calms me down. I just love doing it and just putting on a series in the background. That's how I get into the show. And I know other people have like a party in the dressing room, like Macklemore's camp. They were all like partying and it was like nice, like big music going. And my dressing room was always like either there was a series playing or like some piano music. I just need to be very calm. I think that's like my thing. I just need to be calm. I can't have lots of people around. I can't have lots of noises because I'm just sensitive flower.
That's fair enough.
So, so I just have to be like comfy and calm, and that's kind of how I get through it.
Hell yeah,
for sure. And I feel like when we talk to people who've opened for bigger artists, nobody ever talks about the pre-show anxiety and all the stuff that goes on backstage. It's always just like, I got on stage, I did my thing, and I got off. But it's like, I appreciate you being open and honest about that because I'm sure a lot of people feel the exact same thing, even if it's a smaller crowd. So thank you for talking about that.
Thank you. And I think I always felt like, oh, maybe I'm not meant for this because I want to do it, but I struggle so much. And then, I always think, well, no one else struggles that much, but I think maybe more people do than that they let on. But for me, it is so nerve-wracking. But anyway, you always get through it. I think it shows you that if you do get through it, and I think it does get better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect. So back to the EP. Is there any meaning behind the EP title or cover art?
Yes, I love sad clowns. I think they are. It's like the Piero. I don't know how you say it. Piero. That's like, maybe that's a German word because I'm half Swiss, right? But it's like this French sad clown that isn't like, that's kind of the inspiration behind it. And I love that imagery because I think it's so dramatic and so beautiful and so sad. And I don't know, I love, because in my songs, I don't know, you can probably tell that I love drama. Like I love doing the big crazy vocals and the big arrangements that feel so dramatic, and for me, that imagery just embodies that. It's like this drama and sadness. And I don't know, for me, the sad clown shows what is hiding inside most of the time, because you put up a facade most of the time to hide if you're struggling on a day-to-day life, because you don't want to tell everyone and you don't want to share with everyone, and you have to function, you have to go to work, you have to go to school, you have to do your thing. And to me, the sad clown is just, for me, represents like mental health struggles and mental illness, because it just shows what's inside on the outside. And that's kind of what I envisioned for the EP. And I always had that idea, like I've had it for a couple of years and I really wanted to do it, and I'm so happy I finally got to like bring it to life. And Yeah, and the EP title, it's weird because I had they're separate, but they fit together perfectly.
Oh yeah.
I had because I wrote Butterfly Pen because it's a line from Butterfly Pen.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm bored of the circus, and it kind of just came out, and it was just part of the song, and it wasn't even supposed to be like on that EP, and I don't know. But then I was like, oh my god, that's the EP title, and then oh my god, the sad clown imagery. Oh, it all works, and it's kind of coincidence, and but then it was perfect, and yeah. But it kind of just means maybe I'm bored of like the circus in my mind, the stuff that's going on, and the the craziness, the thoughts, and yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Sorry, a long answer, long-winded answer.
It's a
No,
podcast.
great
Let's get into it.
Exactly.
So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for the CP?
Yes. I mean, it's all very different. All of the songs kind of stem from different moments, and like I mainly work with one collaborator, one of my best friends, Conway, and he also is the producer of all of the stuff and also the mixing engineer. So we are like, we just do everything together, and then sometimes there's a third writer that joins, but mostly it's just him and I, and we talk all the time. And then if I randomly think of like something I want to talk about, I'll send him a voice message, he'll send me something back. So sometimes like we start writing a song literally while I'm driving in the car. I mean, that's maybe not the safest way to but if I have an idea and I send it to him on voice message, and then we go back and forth, and it might be while I'm driving or while I'm at home or whatever, and then we already start like the process. Then I go to the studio, which I go there every week anyway. When I'm home, when I'm in London, I'm there like all the time, and then we just write. We're just always kind of writing, and yeah, it's really. And sometimes it starts with a melody, a lyric, or just an emotion or a piano progression, or yeah. So, and it's just nice because it doesn't feel like I have to hold anything back, and we just it's just a constant process. We're just always writing, and it's really nice like that. Feels very free. Doesn't feel like I have to go into like, because you know how some people go into a room with someone they've never seen before, and you write a song together, and then you leave at 7:00, and that's that. I don't really do it like that. I like to have like this constant flow with like my one collaborator.
For sure. It's good. So I want you to tell us your favorite lyric off this EP and the meaning behind it.
I really like in Someday Somewhere, why should I wait for the morning to break my heart when I can always dream that maybe, and then it goes into the chorus. But I really like I like the choir behind that, and it's a really dramatic part. I love it. And the lyric is just, I like the cleverness of the morning to break and also break my heart, and it's like the double. And it just means that I don't want to go to sleep or wait for them. Like, I don't want to wait for it to wake up. Like, I want to just dream of another life where I'm fine, which is what Someday Somewhere is about. Mm-hmm. Is it somewhere someday or someday somewhere? Or someday somewhere? Someday somewhere. Yeah, someday somewhere. Yeah. That's my own song. Yeah, because that song is about just dreaming of a time where I don't struggle with my mind. That's kind of what it's about. Right. So yeah, I like that lyric.
It's a good lyric.
Good pick.
Yeah. Would you be able to tell us where your headspace is at while you were creating this EP?
Oh, my headspace. My headspace. I mean, it's different every day. It's actually different every hour of every day. So it's hard to say. I think sometimes I'm euphoric writing these songs, especially whenever I do the choir building, the production and the choirs, because it's so fun creating that part and hearing it. Like, I'm bouncing off the walls. I'm euphoric and I love it because I love the drama. It makes me so happy. So like, there's always that part of the process where I'm just like full of Euphoria. And then there's also the part of the EP process of the writing where usually, you know, I'm crying or I'm sad. I'm talking about something that is very sad, because I'm trying to process it in a song. And so I think it was, you know, all over the place for the whole EP. I mean, every song has its own story and sadness and also therapeuticness. Is that a word that I just invented?
It's a word now.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that answers the question, but it's just all over the shop, really.
Oh, that answers it.
That answers it.
Yeah.
So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this EP for the first time? Should they play in the car with friends, dark with headphones on? Should they blast at a party, work out to it? What do you personally recommend?
Oh, I would say headphones, by yourself, I think. I don't know, it could be with someone else, but I think best if it's someone that you feel safe with and comfortable. Because yeah, it's not music to really party to.
Lame party.
It's more music to really just chill to, and to be emotional to. And I do hear a lot of people telling me that sometimes some of the songs release something in them and it makes them cry, or it, you know, so you wouldn't want to, you know, listen to it if you don't want to, I don't know, if you're at a party. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, and you also can't work out to it probably, but you could do yoga to it.
I was gonna say, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you could do something quite chill to it, have like a slow down at the end and stuff. It's definitely if you want to get emotional and you want to just relax and be chill, that's the kind of music.
For sure. So this question should be super, super quick off the top of your head. I want you to describe the EP for new listeners in 3 words, no more, no less.
Melancholic, dramatic, euphoric.
Ooh,
good.
That was good. And that was quick. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good. So is there a certain feeling or emotion you want this EP to invoke in your listeners?
I want them to feel understood and that they're not alone in their struggles. And I want them to feel free, because it frees me. The songs free me and my emotions, and I want the listener to feel that as well.
Hell yeah. So what was your favorite memory that you made while creating this EP?
What's my favorite memory from this EP? Hey, I know these questions. I answered them already, didn't I?
They were sent. Your management asked for them early.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't know if you wrote them out as like an emailer, thinking that
I did. And then I wrote awesome replies, but I obviously don't remember them now. But I remember this.
Yeah.
No, wait. What's my favorite? My favorite moment from this EP was. Oh my God! Did you just see my trousers? They're open. I'm so sorry, but I can't sit with the trousers closed. I just had like lots of food. Anyway.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
But ignore that. It's not weird, you know. I once played a show and my trousers were open the whole time, and I didn't realize because I had like a shirt over it, and you didn't see it. But like I came off stage and I touched it and it was open. I was like, oh my God, you could at any stage. Oh my God.
Good thing they stayed up.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh goodness. Anyway, favorite moment from the EP. I mean, I loved wait, what are the songs? Do you know what? I think Ashes by the Morning, when we hit that chorus so quick, I was going, oh yeah, I was so sad. I remember I was talking about what was going on, and we were talking about the thing, and then like what happened, and then Conway said, you know, something about Ashes by the Morning, and then I was like, oh my God, that's like amazing. And then we were playing the piano and we started singing, and it came out so fast. And I remember when I was just like, this is so, I just loved it. I love Ashes by the Morning. I think it's such a wonderful song, and it came out so fast. And I think that was such a my favorite moments, because usually I do like, you know, sometimes it's quite a long process, obviously, writing a song, and it can be like days, and that one just kind of spilled out. And when you get something like that, you're just like bouncing off the walls. Even if you were sad like a minute ago, you then write something that you love, you're just like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then you're just like really excited. So yeah, that was one of my favorite bits, probably.
Nice.
Perfect. So for this next question, I want you to picture you're on tour. You're at a gas station for a rest stop. You're going in. What is your snack of choice?
Popcorn, salted popcorn, not sweet. Sweet is disgusting.
Oh my God. God, okay.
That's fucked up, yo.
Like caramel corn, you don't like any of that.
That's awful. No.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So salted
fucking
popcorn
Brit over here.
Are you like a white cheddar popcorn person, or just like regular salted?
Like, no, that's awful. I'm vegan, so no cheddar. But literally just salted popcorn. That is like, thing is as well, right? When I'm on tour, I gotta say, cause especially when I'm anxious, I can't eat something that is like really sweet. I always go for the salty. I always go for plain, because it just keeps me calm. Anything that's too much, I feel it makes me feel sick, and I'm just a bit of a, like I said, a bit sensitive, especially when I'm anxious. And then salted popcorn is the one.
All right.
Or just pretzels. Like.
Oh yeah, soft or crunchy? We're talking about the rods or the little.
Yeah, I like the soft.
There you go.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, the soft has been my go-to recently. I started buying the big bags from the supermarket. My mom's like, "You found a new snack, huh?" I'm like, "Yes, I did."
There go chips, man.
I do that. I always overindulge. If I like something, I'll have it like all the time, and then I hate it suddenly.
Yeah, I'm like, "Mom, give it 2 months. They'll no longer be in the house. I promise." So on the topic of food, if your project was a dish, what dish would it be and why?
Oh. I want to say something fancy, but that is also vegan. What could that be? Maybe it's a vegan sushi roll. No, that's disgusting. Ooh. No, I like
vegan. Huh? Ratatouille. The veggies. The veggies, it's like a super fancy dish. It's like all like vegetables, and they're all like shaved, and it's like a really nice little neat little
pile. Okay, well maybe ratatouille. Yeah, maybe vegan ratatouille. I want something with layers, a vegan or vegan lasagna. Yeah. Something with layers, and it's good, and it makes you feel good, and it's deep. So vegan lasagna.
Vegan lasagna. Perfect. All right. So for these last couple of questions, we're actually going to shift away from music, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure.
Great. So we're actually going to go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Boom. Red wine, vegan red wine, definitely. And food-wise, vegan sushi, ramen, vegan ramen, miso ramen.
Okay. That's good.
All right. That's good. Yeah. So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Fictional world. A fictional world that exists like in a game and stuff, or something I'm making up right now.
Oh no, just like already made world.
Okay.
So like book, movie, game.
Oh, I would love to live in Pokemon. I want to be in the Pokemon game. Like, it was so sick. I always as a kid, I was like, I wish the Pokemon were real. It'd be so cool. So yeah, that's what I would do.
That's good.
Very good pick. So I have the honor of asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to has actually said it is the most important question.
Okay.
What is your favorite color?
I hope there's an obvious answer here.
It's blue.
Whoa.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
Never would have guessed.
Hoping you weren't going to say like yellow.
Oh my God. Okay.
No, it is blue. It is blue. But I'm starting to get like, I used to like, because I love blue, I would buy things in blue. And then when I made my hair and my eyebrows blue, I was like, this is starting to get ridiculous because I look so stupid with like my blue outfit. I have a blue car. And then I've got the blue, and I was like, people think I'm a maniac. So I need to stop. Like, I do love black as well. So now I'm just like mainly wearing black. And I was like, I can't just be covered in blue. Everyone's just like, get a grip, man. Like, it's a nice color and all, but
yeah, you're going a little overboard there. So as Glory said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
Ooh, what would I like to plug? Well, my new EP, Board of the Circus, which we already spoke about. That is it, I think.
All right.
Oh, do you know what? It's my first time having a vinyl.
Ooh.
So I have Board of the Circus as a vinyl, so you can get that on my store. No, I'm kidding. Nice. But yeah, you can. It's the truth.
Oh yeah. All right.
Perfect.
Well, thank you for now. That's been Kings Elliot, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.